Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Scope. And now, here are your hosts, Jared, Adam, and Shane.
Hey everybody, welcome to The Scope. It's episode 317. 317. We are in December, boys. Jared, Adam, thank you for popping in, saying hi, getting ready to do some fun food testing as we do this time of year. I'm excited. It's our third annual Scope Dope or Scope Nope holiday food tasting extravaganza, I guess. Every year we find more and more foods to try, and this year is no exception. We've got a lot set up, a lot of things to throw at you over the next 2 episodes. There's so much food. We would probably kill ourselves if we ate it all in one sitting. Jared, you're smelling your hands.
I've washed my hands a few times so far this evening, and they still smell like a certain substance.
Oh, yes, one of the
that
foods.
You probably know what I'm talking about.
Yes. We'll get into that into the next episode. Adam, you'll hear all about it. But I think for this episode, we've got 9 different things to try, and next episode, 9 different things. So I'm really excited. But before we get into that, since it is the holiday season, guys, I'm reading a lot about this new Avatar movie, Avatar: Way of the Water. I think we've sort of touched on this in other episodes. That I think the question was why? Why are we? Who's excited about this film?
The raving critics are the ones.
But all of a sudden, Adam, exactly. The critics are starting to come out. Sneak previews and screenings of this film have been hitting. Just let me read you guys a couple of quotes that I've pulled. And who knows if this is just Jim Cameron and trickery? Who the hell knows? But
grease on the wheels.
Fandango's Eric Davis says, happy to say Avatar: Way of the Water is phenomenal. Bigger, better, and more emotional. Avatar, the film is visually breathtaking, visceral, and incredibly engrossing. The story, the spectacle, the spirituality, the beauty. This is movie making and storytelling at its absolute finest.
Whoa!
Collider's Perry Nemiroff says, I had faith James Cameron would raise the bar with the effects, but these visuals are mind-blowing. One stunning frame after the next.
Ah, yes!
And happy, sad, confused host, I don't even know what that is, but he's apparently someone that's seen the movie, says James Cameron once again shows filmmakers how it's done. I've said it 1,000 times, never doubt him. Avatar is how you do epic blockbustering, emotional, visceral, and as big as movies get. Does this get any of you as excited as David Lee Roth is to crush it on vocals? I have to be honest with you. I'm a little more intrigued, but at the same time, people loved Avatar, and I thought it was fairly rote, fairly standard in terms of storytelling. There wasn't anything blockbustery about that. The effects were pretty phenomenal, but at the same time, it also hit with 3D. A lot of people really enjoyed that. But I know Jared sort of felt the same thing about me. It was a set it and forget it type of movie. I've seen it one time, and that's it.
I think I was on record as actually liking the film and maybe considering it my favorite film of that year. However, I really, really enjoyed the experience of it. Like you said, it hit right when 3D was like becoming a thing for that brief shining period of like 2 years. And it was a film that was filmed in 3D, but also a lot of it was computer generated. So it's easier to do 3-dimensional stuff there. I don't know. It just felt like a great theatrical experience. However, as you said, I've never watched it again. I've never had a desire to watch it again. I guess I couldn't understand why it was the juggernaut that it was. I thought it was a fine theatrical experience, but not something you're going to come to revisit time and time again. And yet here we are, however many years later, with the promise of what, 4 more?
Yeah, it goes on and on and on. And so this movie is close to 3.5 hours long, Adam. I read somewhere that they have to make I don't know how many billions of dollars just to break even on this thing. Are you going to be one of those people that contributes to the box office?
Probably not. Given the amount of movies I get to see in the theater these days, no, probably not. Now, is it pulling a glass onion and only being in the theater for a week and then it'll be on Netflix 4 weeks later? Or
that's high. That's a lot of pressure to pull in a lot of cash right away.
Hey, if someone can do it, right? It's a little Jimmy Cam.
I mean,
this is Disney, right? Disney owns Fox. Is that who owns this, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's.
You doing some quick research, Jared?
No, I'm just thinking it'll eventually be on Disney Plus.
Yes. How quickly it might be, I mean, movies turn around pretty fast, but I would guess at least 6 months, right?
I think like you said, this is expected to make a lot of money, and the best way to make a lot of money is to have an extended theatrical run. So,
yeah,
I wouldn't expect it on Disney Plus anytime soon.
Right, and I don't know if there is the emotional attachment to this franchise as people have to the Marvel movies, to people have to Star Wars, even like The Matrix. Maybe across the world, this is a film that resonates bigger and better and brighter than what it does in America and has some sort of legacy. But nobody ever talks about Avatar. Nobody ever talks about it. So
other than to talk about why is nobody talking about Avatar?
Right. We're talking about it right now, and that's it. But I mean, I couldn't even tell you the name of the characters in the movie. I could barely tell you who starred in the movie.
Sam Worthington, Zoe Saldana
as John.
It's pretty generic. All right, so
I could have guessed that.
So it was very, very big internationally. So it was $749 million domestically, almost $2 billion alone internationally. So it's like $2.7 billion worldwide.
Yeah.
So huge internationally. And obviously we've polled international audiences.
Mm-hmm. We've done
because
our work.
we have those resources, and we know that they have an unmet appetite for Avatar product, and so I'm sure it will do well.
Yeah, it's going to blow the roof off the joint. Keep in mind that a lot of its profit came from the fact that people were paying, $15 to $20 a ticket to see it in 3D.
Hey,
right,
and now they all cost that now. So
now they'll pay that for 2D presentation happily, because 3D is 3D even a thing. I'm assuming they'll release it in 3D, but 3D is definitely not the popular thing it was.
It seems like fake IMAX is the new 3D.
Yes,
right.
I think that's it.
Exactly.
So Jared, let me just ask you this, and then we'll move on to the next topic. What are the chances of you and I seeing Avatar in the theater?
Considering we have not seen Black Panther: Wakanda Forever yet, I'm going to say 0.0.
Have you seen Black Panther, Adam?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Jared, I think that there's a chance for us to see Black Panther in the theater.
I think there is. I just think that Avatar is, if we have not yet found the proper time to go see that film, and I think that's a higher priority for us than any sort of Avatar movie. Maybe we'll see it. I don't know. I mean, like I said, the first one was a great theatrical experience. Maybe this is a movie you have to see in the theaters to fully appreciate it.
Grab a slice of pizza and then go and see that movie. Bring our little urine bottle with us, because we don't want to miss a frame of those blue skin people, and away we go.
The original Avatar in the theater was the very first time I had gone to see a movie in the theater, and I had to go pee midway through it. I couldn't hold it. That was the first sign of me getting old.
And you came back and you literally had no idea what was happening in the movie the rest of the film.
Yeah.
Very confusing.
Yep.
Well, we may not be as excited about Avatar as we should be, but there is one thing that I know that we're excited about, Jared. Hit it. That segue, not written off the top of my head. That's years of podcasting. I'm a real player right there, baby. We're talking football. It is a bizarre football season, Adam. And your Washington Commanders are sort of in the middle of all this still. We'll start with your squad in a very, very strong AFC East division.
Well, NFC.
Or NFC division. Thank you for correcting me. That has the best team in football, sort of surprising a lot of people, correct? I mean, nobody predicted the Eagles to have only lost one game. You've got the Cowboys doing very well. You've got the Giants with a pretty darn good record. And also your Washington Commanders, this train wreck of a team, for some reason is still in the hunt for a wild card spot.
538. 538 gives them a 70% chance to make the playoffs.
So what does their schedule look like going forward? They're on a bye week this week, correct?
Bye this week.
Then
they play the Giants again. So a weird. They played the Giants last week.
That is very strange scheduling that they would do that.
Yes. Then they play the 49ers.
Questionable team. They've
16.
got a hurt quarterback.
Yeah, it sounds like Garoppolo. Yeah, it sounds like he'd be okay for the playoffs. And then they play Dallas the last week. Yeah.
Have they played the Eagles twice?
They played the Eagles twice. They split with the Eagles.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So the thing is, those interdivisional games, anything can happen.
Oh, anything can happen. I
really?
mean, by then the Cowboys might have locked up, the top wild card spot because I don't think they're going to pass the Eagles, so they might be resting starters by then. Who knows?
Yeah, it's very possible that you're going to see two wild cards come out of the NFC East, which is just a crazy weird thing to happen, but yet there it is. And then we flip over to the Minnesota Vikings at 10-2.
Mm-hmm. A disrespected 10-2, mind you.
Worst,
Nobody takes them seriously, and that's the way we like it. We don't want anyone paying attention to our squad because we just come into town and we just sneakily beat up on you in the fourth quarter, intercept that ball you're trying to make a touchdown with. Sorry, game over, we win.
Vikings swept the AFC East, which is a pretty good feat. You can argue that their games, their wins come through luck. You can argue that it's a fluke. But they've done it 9 times, Jared. That you can't question.
9 times.
10 times, right? We're talking about wins?
9 in a row.
The first game was actually a solid thumping of the Packers. Every other game they've won by 8 points or less.
I gotcha.
So
underdogs to the Lions. What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, at some point
they usually split. So right. I mean, you never know.
Lions are white hot right now, white lions, if you will. The Vikings can fall into these trap games. The funny thing is that every single one of these close games they've had could be a trap game, but yet they've pulled them out. So anything could happen. I'm still a pretty nihilistic Vikings fan, so I expect them to lose every single game and the Packers to come back and win the division.
Serious football PTSD going on.
Right. Yeah. My heart's been wounded too many times.
I mean, they really just need one more win for the division, right?
They need one more win. The Lions lose and the Vikings win the division. So I think that's pretty much a foregone conclusion.
And if they win the division,
that will not happen. But uttering those words, it's like Beetlejuice is going to pop out of the table and ruin our lives.
I mean, realistically, they're going to win the division. And then they'll have the number 2 seed pretty much locked up unless San Francisco just goes on a run and the Vikings lose like the rest of their games.
Yeah. I don't think San Francisco is going to go on a run. They will not have their starting quarterback for the rest of the regular season. Yeah. I think a strong defense is only going to take you so far. I think the 49ers are not going to go on a run. That's my take. Yep. Adam, I'll just ask you one last question. Yeah. Are the Vikings skilled or are they lucky?
Yeah, both.
Both.
I mean, I think they are. Let's say, of the division leaders in the NFC, they're better than the Bucs. So
it's fair. It's fair. Tough to say.
They're better than the Bucs. Wow. Okay. Thanks. Coach O'Connell says thank you.
Bucs are in first place in their division. So.
Right. Yeah. We'll have to see. I mean. Come January.
Do we have any primetime Kirk to look forward to in the next 4 weeks?
We don't.
Okay,
well,
so
not sure. The last game of the year against the Bears has not been scheduled yet.
Sure.
We don't have a time for that yet.
And it's very possible at that point they might be resting. If the Eagles have the division and the Vikings have number 2 locked up, it could be one of the few times where they don't play starters.
Yeah, in which case they would not be moving them into a flex position. They play the Packers at 3:25 on New Year's Day, so not quite prime time, but definitely a featured slot.
And that was expected to be a slugfest, but now it doesn't really matter because the Packers are out. But one thing I have to tell you, Adam, Jared may know this already. The initial injury reports for the Vikings came out today, and they have 4 or 5 players and some very big names that are out because of illness. So
They said they haven't had any positive COVID tests. So
is that what they said?
that's what they said.
Okay.
Doesn't
well,
mean
That's
anything. But
that's because they don't test. Why would you test?
Yeah. Why even do that? So,
can't test positive if you don't test, right?
Yep. That's
That's what
exactly
Trump
it.
told
Who are
us,
the big
right?
names, Shane? I only heard the numbers. I didn't see
Smith.
names.
Hunter. Those
So?
two for sure. Smith and
Right.
Hunter are out.
They haven't been sacking anyone. So what's the
Who cares? Yeah. I mean, we'll
Don't
get
need
about 400 yards passing. It doesn't matter. Does not matter. Well, we'll see.
Patrick Peterson, Harris. So it's all defense.
Yeah.
Were these
all the guys.
were all these chuckleheads eating dinner at Patrick Peterson's house?
Yeah, no, they went out to. I heard they went out to Outback. They got that bloomin' onion,
Yeah. Well, that'll get you every time.
and it boom spread the illness.
Kirk Cousins in his plexiglass bubble, I hope.
He better stay away from those knuckleheads, or it's going to be big trouble.
Mhm.
Well, we'll see. I mean, we've got a few games left of the season, and then anything goes, Adam. Anything goes.
I'm excited. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Well, listen.
Oh, you know what?
let's-
Also, the other
Oh, go
thing
ahead.
to remember, not this weekend, but next weekend, you know what we start getting? Saturday football.
That's right.
Vikings get play 2 Saturday games back to back.
Wow. They're playing against Jeff Saturday's Colts.
Yeah.
On Saturday.
In a game they should win.
Well,
They should-
I don't know.
we'll see.
That's a trap game right there.
That is a trap game. Well, we'll have to see. We will keep everyone posted, or at least we'll talk to each other via chat and not tell anybody. That's just how we
Right.
operate around here. We're not great on disseminating information.
Just Shane, myself, and Dan Taylor in the UK.
That's exactly it. Dan Taylor, go Vikings. Everybody, guess what? Let's move on. We have got a big show. Scope Dope or Scope Nope is back, and we have got so much food to sample. It's all holiday themed. Everybody looks forward to this show for 12 months, and it's back. We've got
I'm not even hungry.
That's not good. We've got special surprises. We've got special foods. A lot of stuff is happening. So, Jared,
Yeah.
Adam, let's take
Yeah.
a quick break, and then we will be back with more of the holiday-themed Scope episode 317.
Folks, it's the giving season. It's the holidays. It's when you muster up all of the loose change from your sofa and you head out to the mall and you buy yourself a Patreon membership. And you know what? We're there for you. We're there to receive those dollars. You can go to patreon.com/thescopeshow and you can spend those coins on us. I mean, you'll have to use a credit card, but you know, the thought's there. You're spending your pocket change on us. It doesn't cost much. It's only like $1 an episode. Set a monthly cap, I think. Maybe that feature's gone. I haven't read the terms and services in a while. But you can cancel any time, but you won't want to because it's the giving season. It's not the quitting season. The giving season. So head on over to thescopeshow.com and click on that link, patreon.com/thescopeshow, where you can support us. These things we're going to eat, they're not free. They cost money.
Hundreds of dollars, Jared.
This trick I learned in my sound app where I can fade the sound up and down with just my fingers. That was free. That was free. I figured that out on my own. But patreon.com/thescopeshow for more information.
Hey, everybody. We are back with Scope episode 317. It's our holiday show, one of two. We've brought back a beloved classic bit that started, gentlemen, 2 years ago. And it is time to supersize it into maximum overdrive. I'm just throwing out big, expandable words. Yes, it's Scope Dope, Scope Nope, our third annual holiday-themed food edition. This is the first part of two. So buckle up. 2 weeks in a row of great shows. And we're excited to bring it to you. Now, Adam, is the time where I read the text that sounds completely unrehearsed and natural. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
He loves this part.
Love it.
Hey guys, we just can't quit peppermint and gingerbread flavored food here at the Scope. So for the third year in a row, Scope Dope or Scope Nope Holiday Themed Food Edition is back. We're calling it, as we called it last year, the 12 Treats of Christmas. But there's a lot more than 12 treats. It's pretty exciting. For those of you that don't remember the concept of the bit, here's the quick recap. Jared, Adam, and I are going to sample and review a number of holiday-themed foods. For foods we love, we'll give it a Scope Dope. But for foods that don't pass the taste test, we'll rate it with a devastating Scope Nope. Like a Jack Frost of reviews. That's what that's going to be. Just as we did last year, we're going to have to break this flavor extravaganza into 2 shows because there are just so many new foods to try. It's another giant edition of Scope Dope or Scope Nope.
Giant.
We have one more holiday wrinkle, Adam. This is the thing that you did not know about. We've invited some of our friends and family to taste right along with us. A whole crew of Scope fanatics are locked in a Christmas panic room in an undisclosed location, ready to try some of the most exciting junk foods ever. They're waving to us now. Jared, let's unmute them.
Oh, they're in control of that.
All right, calm down over there. I see like 20 people sitting at a table doing cool things like puzzling. Emily, we'll let you speak first, and only you. Are you excited to try some of this food?
We're so excited. We're ready. We already toasted some things. We're ready.
I didn't even toast the first thing. This is devastating. So this is what we'll do. Jared, Adam, and I will kind of give our reviews. We'll jump over to you every once in a while. If you can kind of come up with a consensus, whether you like it or not, or thumbs up, thumbs down, we'll tell everyone what's going on. And we'll get your opinions.
Their reviews are welcome, but they do not factor into our overall evaluation of these treats.
Except for one item that Adam does not have, we will be counting on your team to help us break the tie if necessary.
Right.
And we will address that as we get to it. So,
and to keep our guests warm and cozy, I have fired up the Yule log. You may hear the logs crackling in the background.
Now can you turn it up a little bit? Get that, really stoke that fire, Jared.
Yeah, okay. Let me throw another log on.
Okay. I don't hear anything, but it's all right.
It'll be in the final recording. I'm guessing your software is probably filtering out the pops and crackles of the logs.
Oh, well, I love it.
It's all right. I'm enjoying it. I've got a fireplace that's keeping me warm.
All right. So, everyone, Emily, you could go on mute, and then let's commence with our first item.
Item number one.
I've got it in camera. It's backwards, but it is the Pop-Tarts limited edition frosted gingerbread. And you also can create a gingerbread house with this. I don't know how that works.
I'll tell you. Go
ahead, Adam.
They tell you to use your own frosting as glue. What kind of bullshit? So you bring everything else that you need. We'll give you like a roof, and that's it.
Am I just supposed to like whip up a batch of royal icing out of things I have in my pantry?
And then you go to Kellogg's FamilyRewards.com.
Yeah.
You have to create an account, and then you can get templates.
This feels like you're doing a sponsored bit. What's your promo code? Just get it out there.
All right. So let's do a visual commentary on what this looks like. I've got it right here, and it looks like
a silver pouch first. I haven't gotten it out yet. I've been making jokes.
It smells like gingerbread, and on the cover, it looks like it's got half a Santa walking. He looks like he's been sawed in half in some sort of strange magic trick gone wrong.
I've got mine upside down.
Sorry, mine was upside down. It's actually Santa being burned to death in a chimney. Apparently his powers are lacking.
Mine is it looks like a cool guy gingerbread man about to take a dunk in an icy pool.
I got one of
maybe
each.
Maybe it's like a physio pool because he's an athlete and he needs to recuperate. I don't know.
Okay. I've broken it apart, and I actually thought it would be like a gingerbread filling, like a brown filling, but in fact, it looks like it's gingerbread frosting. Mm-hmm. So let's all take a bite.
I do this every year, and I need to remind everyone.
Go ahead.
Not a gingerbread fan.
Okay. Well, this is troublesome. Let's get in.
I mean, it's delightful on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
Is it marshmallow inside?
I think it just might be like a
fluff.
A frosting of some sort of white frosting.
Kind of, but it's like stretchy and sticky. I
was going to say your eyes don't make a lot of noise there.
You can hear him blinking. He's so excited. All right. Jared, we know that you are a Pop-Tart aficionado.
So I'm of two minds on this.
All right.
Mind one is, I think the taste is great. I enjoy gingerbread. I think it's a subtle flavor, but I'm enjoying it. Mm-hmm. The other mind is that, is this successful as a Pop-Tart? And I'm not sure that it is.
I'm going to cut you off there, Jared.
It just feels like soft pastry that's tasty, and it is in the form of a Pop-Tart, but it's not giving me the experience that I want from a Pop-Tart. That feeling is not giving me that.
Did you toast it, Jared? Did you toast it?
No. I mean, I could laser vision it here real quick, but...
Adam, you seem to disagree with Jared's initial comments.
I love this. We're starting off on a high note. I'm so happy about that. Maybe they'll all just get better from here.
To be clear, I do like it. I'm going to finish this Pop-Tart.
My favorite Pop-Tart is the brown sugar cinnamon frosted.
Okay, this is in that ballpark.
That thing toasted, untoasted. This reminds me of that. Mm-hmm. So I don't care that mine's not toasted. I love this. I'm upset that I have 5 more pouches to not eat.
Oh my goodness. Well, I will tell you, there is another seasonal Pop-Tart that came out that I have hidden in our pantry so my daughter wouldn't eat them all. They have a Snickerdoodle Pop-Tart, and I enjoyed that. But I think that this gingerbread Pop-Tart is just as good as that. That frosting works very well. I think that if I were to toast this, you'd get a little bit of that crunch on the outside, and then that frosting on the inside would really melt down and kind of give you almost like a gingerbready cinnamon roll type of deal. And I'm in for a scope dope. Jared, you're not giving your opinion, please.
I'm getting a little spice developing on the palate as it lingers, and I think it's pushing me over into dope territory.
Dopeness, all right. So that's a clean sweep, Jared.
Yeah.
Looking over
scope dope.
The studio audience over there. Emily, please unmute, would you? Give me just...
I'm letting Carrie be our spokesperson.
Oh boy, that's my wife.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Okay, I have a tally.
Okay.
We got 1 nope and 7 dopes.
You know what that is?
Who's the nope?
Carmen.
Oh, Carmen. Kick her out of the room. That's it. So
scope dope.
Clearly this is one of... Thank you. Go back on mute, please. This is one of the most popular and successful items we've ever had on this show. I have to say that. What a way to start. And Jared, I'm also getting that spiciness that you were talking about, that ginger. Like there's a real hint of ginger that really pops.
Yep.
So I will be enjoying the other Pop-Tart for breakfast tomorrow. What do you think of that?
Wow.
Well, make sure you go to Kellogg's Family Rewards.com, register an account, and let them know how much you appreciate what they've done.
All right. Well, everyone, let's jump on to item number 2. This is one I'm pretty excited about, and I'll tell you guys in a second. Let's hold it up, Adam. We've got the family size edition of Kellogg's, the Elf on the Shelf, a Christmas tradition, North Pole snow cream cereal with marshmallows. That one rolls right off the tongue in terms of description, does it not?
Of the 3 varieties of Elf on the Shelf cereal, you picked the most difficult one for us to track down, so I appreciate that.
And you know why? Because this one, if you look at the box, it says it magically cools your mouth as you eat. There's a lot going on with this. And Adam, as you open that up, take a big whiff and tell me what it reminds you of in terms of that smell, because it immediately took me back to another Scope Dope or Scope Nope product.
I'm assuming it's this bag of loose stars that you've given me?
Give a sniff on there, Jared.
I don't know how to describe this.
So if you remember...
It's quite pungent, though.
In our Halloween edition, we had the Kit Kat Witch's Brew that was the marshmallow cream. It smelled a lot like this.
Bad.
And
okay.
I'm getting more plastic. I'm getting more plastic bag than cereal smell, but
sorry,
Jared, I'm getting a lot of that too. So
so within the box of the cereal itself, it's got 2 different colors, or maybe 3 different colors of stars, like a green, a light green, and it's like a like a Kix cereal. They're all in star form. And then they've got these tiny little marshmallows, these little tiny white marshmallows, which I told Carrie is what the original marshmallows used to look like with the Monster cereal before they turned them into they turn them into like monster shapes. So
I'm going to have to let you guys weigh on the quality of the marshmallows because my bag is entirely marshmallow-less.
I have one marshmallow. So
I get
Yeah,
zero
they are
marshmallows.
few and far between in there.
maybe they're all at the bottom. So let's take a bite and see what we got.
So I'm going to have to knock down a few points for no marshmallows. All right, I'm going to take an equal pairing of 2, I guess, blue-green, and two beige.
The cereal is very cereal-y, but it's not very. It's like, yeah, whatever. It's got a honeycombness to it.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, it's not. The one thing I like about this cereal as I'm eating it is that it's not so puffed up. You know, like nowadays you'll get like a Fruit Loop, and it's not how it was even a few years ago. There's so much air in that it just like disintegrates in your mouth. This actually feels like there's substance to the cereal.
I'm putting
How
this
would it
away
fare with milk?
right now.
What's that, Adam?
I said I'm putting this away right now.
Uh-oh. Well, Adam, let's
Is
start.
that a good thing or a bad thing?
Adam, let's start with you.
Yeah, it's so good. I need to put it away. It tastes bad. It has a weird feeling. I'm all for gimmicks, guys.
It's cooling you down, isn't it, though? I mean, you get so hot.
Getting so hot and bothered with it. Yeah, I hated that Kit Kat. It doesn't really taste like the Kit Kat. I agree with the smell is something reminiscent. There's nothing good. Yeah, I did not like that cereal. Now, here's what I'll say, though. We're not eating cereal the right way, right? We're not eating it in a bowl with milk. Maybe the milk plus the marshmallows kind of does a thing, but I'll never know.
What do you think, Jared? You love a good sugared cereal.
It's kind of a big nothing, honestly. I think the cooling effect is a gimmick.
I can feel it. I feel the cooling
I can
effect.
feel it. It's minor and it's not really like sparking joy. This is just regular boring cereal. And I didn't get any marshmallows. If that's a testament to the quantity of marshmallows in a package, then this is nothing. This is inoffensive, and it's not worth my time. This could be anything.
It does have an offensive-looking elf on the packaging, Jared. You don't have to deal with
I'm
that.
missing that experience of being traumatized by an elf. Mm-hmm. So I will have to defer to you on that.
Well, I'll jump in. I appreciate the density of the cereal. There's seems to be substance to it, but the fact that
Density? You think this would just absolutely disappear in milk? There's no density here. Come on.
We'll all be the judge of that. I also think that for as
I'm back on the pop.
marshmallowy that it smelled like out of the box, the flavor of it is boring and hardly anything there. Mm-hmm. It's not overly sweet, but it's not really overly flavored either.
Also, I am shocked at the quantity of marshmallows. There's definitely more at the bottom, but that is not a good spread.
Yeah, there needs to be more marshmallows.
I can see them, but it's not a lot.
I'll start with the rating. I will give this cereal a sad scope nope. I was expecting miracles, and instead we have a barely cooling cereal that doesn't really have that much flavor. Adam, nope for you? Big nope.
Hard no.
Jared?
I'm mad that you made me buy this.
I think you know what my score is.
And you're a nope as well. Scope nope. What about the group over there? What do you guys say? Thumbs up, thumbs down?
I think we had 7 thumbs up or thumbs down and 1 thumbs up.
Carmen
was Carmen again.
Wow, there seems to be a
very
trend.
unique palette over there.
We also had an important observation. We found that it smelled of diapers.
Clean diaper.
Clean diapers. Well, I mean, that's a great snack for anybody. Oh, Jared's getting in there.
As someone who's never raised a child, I agree.
All right. So we've got an interesting thing going on here. We've got a clean sweep of a scope dope and a clean sweep on a nope. It's like two opposites clashing against each other. Will the next item up for bid be a winner? Let's see. We're moving into drink world now. Let's hold it up. I'm excited about this. Truly Hard Seltzers has a holiday edition pack. Just like last year we did the Bud Light seltzer, which was pretty much a failure all the way around, I think.
Yeah.
Truly has a 4-pack or a 12-pack of 4 different flavors, and we're going to be trying all 4 of them. We're going to start off with the pear martini style, And I think the flavors in this pack are a little bit more interesting and palatable than what we had last year. So I've never had truly seltzer before. I'm hoping there's a little bit of sweetness to it. I don't know for sure. So let's crack into this bad boy and find out. We're going in.
It smells decent.
What does it
I
smell
feel like
like?
I feel like all of these have the potential of being great.
It
Yeah.
definitely has.
Compared to last year's batch.
Yep.
It's definitely got a pear smell to it, which
Okay,
I
I
like
don't.
that.
I don't like martinis, but I'm not really going to take the name of it.
Yeah, that's
It's
just
martini.
that's a garbage
It's martini
name.
style.
Let's have a drink and find out.
Now, I don't like seltzer. I don't really like hard seltzer. But as far as hard seltzer goes, it's all right. The pear is very subtle, as far as like what I want.
Pear's a subtle flavor. That's the problem, right? If that's going to be the featured flavor.
Yeah, I'm still going to crush this while we're doing the other stuff, though. So that is much better than the Budweisers.
Right. It's definitely better than Budweiser. There's a hint of sweetness to the flavor, but it's certainly not particularly strong. I actually would have preferred even just a touch more sugar on it. I think that would enhance that pear flavor. But I mean, it's better than every scope nope that we gave the Bud Light seltzer from last year. Jared, what do you think?
So I'm about 3 sips in now. First sip, I didn't like how it started. I liked how it finished. Second sip, maybe it's rounding out. It's becoming a little bit more palatable. Third sip, pure chemicals all the way down.
Yeah.
Changed my opinion. It's weird. Maybe it's a cumulative effect, but I'm not tasting any pear anymore. I'm just tasting like, I don't know, some sort of chemical.
I got to cleanse my palate with a Cheez-It real quick.
Where are those on the list?
Fourth sip, I'm getting a little pear on the front end, and then just it's fading into that chemical taste. I'm kind of disappointed by that, honestly. Maybe they'll be better from now on. I really thought this we'd have 4 home runs here because it was just their good flavor profiles, but
Well,
I don't
Jared,
know.
I'm going to assume that you're a scope nope on this one.
I'm a reluctant scope nope on this, I think. Yeah.
I'm going to follow you. I'm sort of the same boat. I think all of your commentary was exactly how I felt. The first drink, I was excited about it. Second was and then the third was chemical, and that really hasn't gone away with continuous drinks on it. So I'm a sad scope nope as well. Adam, what say you?
It's fine. I don't ever need to drink it beyond today. So
Okay, so is that a nope or a dope?
That's a nope for me.
That's
Go
a
to the
nope.
score.
And we've got big thumbs down over at the Christmas Panic Room.
I do not.
Yeah,
It tastes like medicine.
we think it tastes like medicine, but
Okay.
very mild and boring, and not much flavor. And I don't know. Ken thinks it gets a little better with each sip, but still not great.
Like merit.
Wow. I'm
Wow.
hoping it's an
Very
aberration with this flavor and not indicative of the overall brand, but we shall see. We have more to come.
We shall see. Well, let's see if we can get a winner in the next one. I will pull up package. Here we go, everybody.
Okay.
This is a fun spin on a classic candy, Rolo Dark Salted Caramel. So it's a Rolo form factor, but dark chocolate and salted caramel. I will say, oftentimes with this salted caramel, they don't put a lot of salt in there. So I'm expecting a very strong sense of salt within that creamy center, and a dark chocolate that's got substance. Shall we give it a try, boys?
Yes. So Rolo is a candy of my childhood. This was, for whatever reason, a candy my mother would get a lot and give to us. And as an adult, I like a dark chocolate. So I'm very curious how this goes.
In we go.
Ooh, a strong dark chocolate on the nose.
Yep, you can
Happy
smell
about that. Going in. One bite. Okay. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Starting to get the salted caramel.
Okay, I'll start it off. It tastes like a regular Rolo with somewhat dark chocolate. I think the caramel on the inside. I know we could debate the pronunciation all day long, Adam. I'm not going to get into it with you.
Okay.
I think that it could be the salt could be more forward than what we're getting. The question that we always ask is it better than the original candy, or is it something that we would buy instead of the original candy? For me, I would say no, but I don't think that it's such a huge downgrade from the original that if it was in a candy dish, I would eat it and not be disappointed. Adam, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with that. It is. I would eat this whole bag. They taste great. I just don't see the need for it over the normal Rolos. I don't really like dark chocolate as much as like a milk chocolate, and I do notice the difference. I still would want to have that, the cookie, the pretzel pecan thing with both the dark and milk chocolate. Not to taste test necessarily, but just so I could have two.
Right.
It's hard because it's, to me, not as good. I would still eat this whole bag. So I don't know how you quantify that in a scope dopeness.
That's probably a scope dope.
Probably. We'll see.
Jared, what do you say?
I think this, as someone who will often lean towards the dark chocolate variation on a classic confection, I think this is excellent. I think this is true to the Rolo form and flavor with a dark chocolate vibe that as an adult I really appreciate. It's not like a fancy like Dutch dark chocolate or anything like that. It's just your garden variety mass market American dark chocolate, but it's good. And it doesn't, I don't think it betrays the brand. I think the salted caramel maybe could be a little more punchy, but it doesn't push too far outside of what you would expect from a Rolo. So
now everybody,
I like
quickly,
I would 100% eat all of these.
Take a quick drink of the Truly pear because it really pairs well with that.
Does it?
That's maybe the worst flavor on the planet.
No. Well, wait. Uh-oh.
Studio audience, do you concur with the Scope hosts?
That actually improves this pear flavor.
Oh, we think it could be saltier, and 7 people said it was good, and 1 person said it was bad. But it wasn't me this time.
Who said it was bad, Ken?
I did.
Max.
No, Max.
It was Max.
Max has a very childlike palate, so I totally
Don't
get it.
like dark chocolate.
It's because I don't like dark chocolate or salted caramel.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
Kind of hard to win in this one.
Yep,
So the overall consensus is?
This is
Scope dope.
It's a clean sweep on the Scope dope. This is really interesting. Nobody is disagreeing with each other.
Boring.
Very boring. Very boring. All right, let's move on to a late addition to our taste test. We've got the Jelly Belly Holiday Favorites. So these aren't necessarily new flavors of jelly beans, but they're maybe new to us. So there's 5 different flavors, and we're just going to have to judge these on a,
So we got an eggnog.
it's got to be everything together.
What?
I mean,
We're doing it all together?
We're not judging them individual flavors.
Okay.
It's just like, are they good as a whole?
Cranberry sauce.
Eggnog, candy cane, pumpkin pie, cranberry sauce, and hot chocolate.
Okay.
And I will
I'm
tell
assuming
you.
I have them in the right order.
Yes, I will tell you. Adam, do you have the bag of this?
I have this guy.
Okay, so the big plastic bag, it smelled so much like cranberry, and it was really appealing to me. Like that cranberry smell was.
I get zero smell. That's interesting.
Okay. So let's start with the eggnog. That is that
I don't get any smell either.
yellow, white, probably one of the ugliest looking jelly beans you're going to see. And eggnog is a tough flavor to capture. That's a lot of people don't even like eggnog as it is.
Yeah.
All right, we're in. Nothing better than a jelly bean based on a cream-based drink.
You know the Jelly Belly, the prank ones, like the.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I get that's kind of the point of that particular flavor, for them to be like, "Hey, look what we can do in a jelly bean." But
Yep.
I hate it.
Yeah, I don't hate the flavor because I've had worse jelly beans, but I would almost say it's pointless. Like you could have just called it eggnog. I mean, just a slight hint of eggnog, but it could have been like a vanilla jelly bean. You never know.
I think it pulls in a little bit of a rum flavor, maybe.
Yeah,
just
a little
slight.
bit. Yep. Let's go on to the candy cane. This should be the one that should be a slam dunk. This should be the one that they should be able to do. There should be no arguments there. Let's give it a go.
That's like the white with the red.
Will it cool my mouth as well as the Elf on the Shelf cereal? That's the question.
It cools your mouth. It tastes exactly like a candy cane. It does not taste medicinal, in my opinion. It tastes like a candy cane. I think that's a winner.
That
Adam,
one is.
you agree?
It's fine. Whatever. I'm not gonna fight with you on this one.
I think that's it's. I'm getting candy cane vibes. Honestly, what more could I expect? It's a chewy candy cane. Sure, why not?
Here comes.
How does it pair? How does it pair with the pear?
Let's find out. Probably disgusting.
That's not good.
It is not good at all.
You know what? That now tastes like Bud Light.
It does. It tastes like beer.
We made Bud Light. How exciting!
Oh my gosh. Well, let's go on to the next tricky flavor. This pumpkin pie could be a disaster. Let's be honest.
I'm assuming that's the orange one.
That's the orange one.
All right, guys, this is going to be the hard part for me. What's the difference between orange and yellow? You know what? I'm going to use the handy key on the side of mine.
Do it.
Okay.
Pumpkin pie is definitely a darker color. Okay.
I have to have two of them because the first one confused me. Okay, I'll talk first. This does not taste like pumpkin pie. It doesn't taste like any. I don't know what it tastes like, but it does not taste like pumpkin pie. This is worse than the eggnog in terms of capturing the flavor of what it's supposed to be.
Well, I'm getting a little bit of a crust flavor, maybe. And
that's the one thing you don't care about.
And a slight hint of pumpkin spice, but no actual pumpkin.
No, it needs to be heavy pumpkin spice. If you can have a pumpkin spice latte that tastes like pumpkin pie, you can make a jelly bean. And this is a fail. What do you say, Adam?
Yeah, I hate all of these. But I agree. There is a flavor that kind of creeps in for a second and then it goes away. But whatever it is, it's not. You know what?
So I think we're 2-4 or two against and 1-4 at this point.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Let's go on to the cranberry. This is the red one. This is the other brown one for you, Adam. I don't know. This one could look like this could be hot chocolate.
Let's see.
I don't know.
We're going to cranberry, right?
Yeah, but he can't
it's
see
the
it,
less
so.
dark of the two.
I'm looking for tartness and sweetness.
I give this an A. I think it tastes great. I think it tastes like cranberry sauce.
It tastes like fake cranberry sauce, especially.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
That's what I'm.
I think if I
for.
had more than just one, I would get more of that flavor.
I agree.
I thought I gave. Oh, sorry, I didn't give you enough, Jared.
I'm gonna put 3 in my mouth at the same time.
Okay, let's finish it off with the hot chocolate. I'm on record as stating that I do not like chocolate flavored jelly beans. It's weird. So let's see what this is.
It's like a Tootsie Roll, kind of.
Yeah. I mean, a hot chocolate flavor, honestly, it's like you get blizzards that are hot chocolate flavor. It just tastes like chocolate, like the key word is hot. If you don't have a hot, it could be anything. It's just chocolate.
The key word is the silent marshmallow, which doesn't exist in this.
Okay. We've tried all 5. Verdict, we'll start with you, Jared.
So on the eggnog, I was it was kind of middle of the road on that one. The what was the next one? The
candy
cane was a slam dunk, by far the best of the bunch. Pumpkin pie, all crust, no pumpkin, no good there. Cranberry, solid. I think if you had a handful of them, you'd be really loving life. And the hot chocolate, right down the middle again. So I don't know. I'm sort of like.
Pick a side, Jared.
I'm gonna say this is a nope. I don't think it's worth it. I think you'd be disappointed if you spent money on it. So I'm happy that Shane, you spent money on it.
Okay, I'm putting an N there. I'll go next. Jared, my feelings are kind of like right along with you. The eggnog had a faint flavor of eggnog. Candy cane was great. The cranberry was great. The pumpkin pie was the biggest disaster of the bunch. And the hot chocolate tasted like a chocolate. I am going to give it a faint scope dope.
Wow.
If you bought the box that Adam bought. If you bought a big bag, it's not that exciting. But a small box in a stocking for a stocking stuffer,
Okay.
I'd give that a minor praise for a dope.
Yeah,
Adam?
for a dumb child.
For a dumb child.
You could give this to them, and they would be fooled into thinking it was a good treat.
So are you speaking about my family? Is that what we're getting at?
This is not while they're around.
She literally didn't even look up. I'm looking at her in the video. She did not even look up.
She's doing that thing where she knows how to ignore your voice.
And she's an expert on that. She gives that a scope dope.
It's a no.
Go
for
ahead.
Me. No for me. I'm done.
It's a no. So looks like we've got our first fail that is not unanimous. We'll just quickly ask the table. Generally speaking, what do you guys think?
I do have. Oh, hello. Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah. Well-oiled machine.
It's like meh, not terrible, but not great. But the candy cane is the best.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're Audrey, because she hates mint.
And Allie thought cranberry was the best.
Allie liked cranberry.
That's why Allie's my favorite person there.
Different. But the problem is here's the problem with the pumpkin one, in my opinion. You should have had the candy cane last because it wrecks the thing you eat after.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I was just following the holiday favorite guide on the back of the bag, so you could yell at me at home like you normally do. I'll put on my sweatshirt so I can hide the bruises. All right, mute them out.
You saying Jelly Belly boofed it there? They should have had a better tasting order.
I'll say that.
So finally, I think
did they give us a dope or a nope on that?
The box, you can't even see it.
I think
The box
they're a
says
nope.
candy cane.
Nope. Scope, nope. What'd you say there, Adam?
The box is different, and it says candy cane last.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. Definitely should have been candy cane
pumpkin pie,
last.
eggnog, cranberry, hot chocolate, candy cane.
Definitely candy cane last.
I think you could pair the hot chocolate and the candy cane would have paired fine. The pumpkin pie needed to come first. Yeah.
No,
whatever.
We screwed up the entire show. We might as well just stop. I'm done.
We were clearing our palettes anyway. It doesn't matter.
Should I delete everything and just call it a wash?
This is a failure. I'm a loser. I never get things right. Carrie's right. She's absolutely right about me.
We still have half the list to go. Let's go.
God, it's 8:02. All right, guys. This is one I'm really excited about. I don't actually have the package for Adam. Do you have the package for this?
Yep.
This one is going to be dynamite, meaning it could blow up in our faces. This is Snowball Oreos. Adam, is there a description of what it is on the outside of the package, please?
Yes, enlarged.
Enhance.
Cream-filled candy with cookie pieces.
Oh,
wow.
That's a description. It
Well,
really
it's
tells a story.
It's
a 4-pack, and again, enlarged.
It's a chocolate ball, right?
Enlarged just so texture?
Foil
just
wrapped.
Enlarged. No reason.
just to make it look bigger. Huh?
Foil wrapped. Oh, look at this. There's a decorative chocolate on the outside. It looks like snowflake.
Okay. Oh, mine's a little soft.
You know what? I know this is not an unboxing podcast. That's the other gig. But as far as
the real money.
What?
Oh, sorry. The package quality here is quite nice. I mean, it's incredibly wasteful. Here's more plastic that's going to be in our children's bodies. But
I can just see that wrapped around a dolphin's head as it sinks to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, and when you catch that and cook that dolphin, you'll be eating it. So.
That's future us problems, guys.
That's the new turduckin. You've got Oreo snowball inside of a dolphin.
Inside of a
hunchback. Yeah, something like that.
Hunchback. What?
You know what? I really hope this is good. Everything so far about this has been top notch.
Oh, it's soft. I was expecting something a little more firm.
Oh my! Yes, it crumbles in your mouth.
It's got a nice design on it.
Oh my! What? Oh, weird. What?
This is weird.
Okay, so you can like split it in half evenly, which is interesting. Because I'm gonna say half of that.
Allie, you can split it in half evenly.
And it's so
like what?
So you get like a little chocolate cup with some filling inside. Interesting. And this is like cookies and cream. Okay.
It is exactly like cookies and cream.
It's like a Cadbury egg kind of ness to it.
Oh. Well, that's just
Something like this should never exist.
Oh my god!
But I'm glad it does, Adam. I'm glad it does.
God. This really does. This is giving me Cadbury cream egg vibes right here. Oh my god!
Jeez, calm down over there, Jared. Why don't you turn your camera off?
It just looks like.
Can we not do screen sharing? Guys, I have a tier list going here. We'll have to do it afterwards, but...
So you need to set up your OBS, pipe that into your as your webcam, and then you can do your screen share.
Okay, I'll do it.
Sorry. This is for podcasting, not for web meetings. This is fantastic. For the audio audience, I just want you to hear everything.
This is so good.
Oh my god.
If one of the people in the remote office doesn't like this, I don't think I'd ever be more...
Who's gonna be 7-1 again? Get out of here.
Who's the one?
Yeah. I don't know if I'd ever be more disappointed in another human being.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that I need to, after the show is over, I'm going to go online and see if I can buy more of it.
Guys,
this is the thing I seek out.
It makes this, which I really liked, taste like shit.
Wow.
Just utter shit.
Okay, Jared, we've heard what Adam has to say. You have a sour look on your face.
Sour? This is fantastic. This is the best thing I've tasted so far.
Oh my god.
By a mile.
One of the best things we've ever had. One of the best things we've ever had.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've got 3 more to eat. I'm so excited.
Adam's eye says it all. He loves it.
Adam, do not eat them all tonight, please.
All right, I need to put this away, otherwise I'll eat it all, and Angela will be very upset with me.
So we've got a solid, I mean, I on my cheat sheet, I have a dope with an exclamation point. Is that fair?
Hundo.
Let me just go to the tape.
Yeah, scope dope.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to stop talking about it. It's so good.
Allie's got her finger on the button.
I spent 15 minutes today making those 2 sounders just for you, Shane, and I've got no respect for it.
I love it. We should do it all the time. Allie, you guys got to chop up.
No,
chop up
everyone
those.
in the group really liked it, with the exception of me. I thought it was way too much ball to put in one's mouth, and I did not like the texture in the middle.
You're supposed to see that.
Adam, you've made Adam leave the show. Thank you for that.
All right, I'm back, but I'm...
Allie, I've got a lot of jokes. A lot of jokes to sort of take from what you said, but I'm just going to leave it there. We've got mixed company. I appreciate you. I appreciate what you had to say, though. I'm still giving this a clean sweep scope. Nope. And I'm going to say the best thing we've had tonight, period.
Yeah.
Does not pair with the pair.
All right,
does not pair.
I'm going to let you in on a secret here. I'm really worried that when I give one of these to Mandy, she will say, it's kind of too much, and my respect level for her will go in the garbage.
Can she come? Adam, can she come in? Can she come into your room right now? Adam.
She's putting our child to bed right now, so no, she can't.
Do you have a go bag? Because you may need to grab it and go.
Yes.
Okay.
Adam,
when
when the child is in bed, you demand that she comes down, and I want her to try it in front of us, because I cannot believe that she would not like that.
Okay.
Is that fair? Is that a fair statement?
I mean,
we got to move on, kids.
She will like it, but I'm worried that she won't.
We got to move on.
Okay.
We've said everything we can say on this.
Truly holiday berry bramble style. Oh my, brambles. This is looks like it's a blackberry. They just say berry.
Yeah, but yeah, at the top, right?
Berry bramble.
The picture is meant to be blackberry.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go other natural flavors.
I just had to cheese it to clear the palate. I'm going to have another one, because that Oreo lingers.
Do a little swishy swish. And we're going in. All right.
I like how Adam is clearing the palate with a Pop-Tart.
That's all I got. Man, it's good.
Okay. Let's see if it follows suit.
Okay. Getting a decent berry smell.
Do you smell chemicals, Jared?
Well, everything's chemicals, so yes.
Artificial.
I mean, it's artificial berry flavor, despite their protestations of having other natural flavors. We'll see.
Less than 1% juice. 0 is less than 1%. It's fine.
I'll start it off.
Okay.
It's a nope for me. I don't like fake just general berry flavor. Like it's either strawberry or nothing for me. It doesn't do much for me. I think I don't know if I like it better or worse than the pear, but it's sort of on that same level for me. Smells good, taste, eh.
I gotta give it a third sip, the traditional third sip. I think Adam's frozen.
Oh, sorry. Screwing on OBS like you told me to.
I'm a soft dope on this. Only because we have no, like, non-committal middle ground. It's either dope or nope, and I'm a soft dope.
Jared, you're a soft a lot of things, that's all I'm saying.
This is better than the pear, by far.
No.
Adam, what do you say?
It's awful. The pear is at least
wow.
At least
strong feelings.
Reasonable.
I like it.
How do you really feel, Adam?
No, it's just like it doesn't smell good. It doesn't taste good. It's like both too berry-ish and not enough. No.
I mean, it's not meant to be a fruit drink. It's a seltzer.
Well,
so
they should make it into a fruit drink.
I agree. So that's a
change the brand, I guess.
I
guess I'm overruled.
Split vote from the Scope hosts. What about in the studio audience?
So we had 3 dopes, or at least decent, and 2 nopes.
Oh, so it's a dope.
Split there too.
So what's our overall score, Shane? I don't know. You're doing the math over there. I don't know which button to push.
Well, we matter. I mean,
we matter. It's a nope, Jared.
Ew, Scope no.
One take.
Oh, one take. You just crushed that, dude.
One take.
All right, well, let's move on to our second snowball of the night. Let's see if Allie can handle these balls a little bit better. We're talking about M&M.
I'm looking forward to these.
So this is a take on an M&M modern classic. It's the M&M pretzel.
It smells like diapers.
It does smell a lot like diapers, but used diapers. That's the weird one.
Oh.
This is a holiday edition white chocolate pretzel snowballs.
Any difference between the coloring? They're all the same, probably.
All the colors are, there's a light blue, there's a royal blue, and then there's a white. So our people love these colors. Shalom, as our people would say, Adam.
You're the only one getting recognized by bus drivers, Shane.
Here we go.
Okay. Got a good crunch factor.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, like bad white chocolate has like that very distinctive white like flavor. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like there's like fine, white chocolate and bad. That all I taste is the bad white chocolate.
Oh.
And
oh no.
Yeah, I don't like this, guys.
Adam's giving it a nope. I'm gonna give it a scope dope. I get what you're saying with that white chocolate. It's not offensive to me, and it's in the same. I mean, it's literally the same as the pretzel M&Ms, just less milk chocolatey. I always like that there's a hint of salt on that pretzel, on that little pretzel ball on the inside. This is sort of like a ball within a ball, and they do well with that inner ball. I will give it a unenthusiastic scope dope. Jared, tiebreaker goes to you.
Tiebreaker goes to me, and I think this is the key factor. We've always said, is it better than the original? Mm-hmm. Does it bring something else to the game that is worth having in a limited sense? And I don't think it does. It swaps regular M&M's milk chocolate for inferior white chocolate. And I think in that realm, that means it's a nope for me. It's not bad. Wow. I would eat them if they were put in front of me, but I wouldn't seek them out. Especially wouldn't seek them out in lieu of other M&M flavors. So it's a nope.
So, Jared, this is a scope nope. Studio audience, what do you guys think?
No.
We're flabbergasted. Everyone here liked it because pretzel M&Ms are the best M&Ms, and those are even better.
You think the white chocolate ones are better than the regular milk chocolate pretzel M&Ms?
Yes.
100%.
Really?
All right. Where's the eject button? They're out of the call. They're out.
They're so good.
That's madness. What do you? In what world is white chocolate ever superior to milk chocolate? Justify yourself. Show your work.
This is so good. Everybody kept going for more. It wasn't we just handed out one and people were like,
Is it because you have a bunch of them there to eat? If you had regular milk chocolate pretzel M&Ms, do you think those would be going faster? I guarantee you they would.
We're just rating it, against the other stuff here tonight.
Well, we all know your vote doesn't count.
Jared's passionate about something.
I'm just creating
that's the newsflash.
I'm just creating a little drama for the show. Don't mind me.
Right. Well, let's finish off our.
Wait.
Oh.
Milk
what is
chocolate
that?
M&M pretzel.
Oh, they're going into the milk chocolate. Okay.
We've got rogue snacks.
Instant taste test.
Here we go.
Oh, Mom.
Curious now. Stand by. All right. They're all eating.
Standing by.
Dispense for the home audience. Everyone's get one. Sampling. Is it going to be 7-1 again? I can't wait to find out.
They're better.
Get them?
That's why I married her.
No.
Which ones are better? The milk chocolate ones?
No, white chocolate.
No,
White.
What?
Audrey likes the milk better.
I like the milk.
Oh, God!
Me too.
White.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
I like white.
More milk.
Got no love.
Caramel pretzel ones.
It's so simple.
Yeah, what do you say?
All right, nobody cares.
Got nobody.
I wish there was a not hot button, Jared. Is there a not hot button, Jared?
Oh, there can. What? What are you talking about? What? Hey, hold on. What did you say?
Yeah.
What did you ask for?
So did they?
I just haven't pushed it in a while, but yes.
Not hot.
There we go. Not hot. Put them on
Not
mute.
hot.
Put them on mute. We step up.
Disappointed!
There we go. That's what I really wanted.
We step up to the last non-liquid drink of the night, or food item of the night. This is one I'm really excited because we had such good luck with last year's holiday Oreo. Last year, as everyone remember, was the gingerbread Oreo. This year, it's Snickerdoodle. Adam, read the text on the package for people.
Number one, is it enlarged?
Note that every cookie is that big.
Let's see, artificially flavored. That part. It says cinnamon flavor cream, artificially flavored, plus crunchy sugar crystals. This is not the first Oreo with crunchy sugar crystals I've had. I don't remember the other one. I'll say it again. I like gimmicks. This was a gimmick. Oh, the Pop Rocks one. I had the Pop Rocks one maybe this past summer. I did not like it. So I'm concerned. And then I'm on record, you know this, as saying every what do they call it? Golden Oreo is worse than a plain Oreo. So
Wow.
I'm really hopeful that this is going to do something for me.
Well, I will tell you, I loved last year's gingerbread. Than found me an extra bag of those towards the end of the season that we saved until like May to eat, which was really weird eating gingerbread May. So I have high hopes for the Snickerdoodle Oreos, and I love golden Oreos, so put that in your pipe and smoke it. Here we go.
Smells good.
Very crunchy.
I'm going to eat it like I always eat an Oreo, which is I split it. Okay.
All right.
There's no controversy here. This is really good.
Thank you. Adam, is that you giving an official scope dope?
Yeah. I'm not really getting crunchy sugar crystals, but I don't care.
No.
They're there.
I mean, it is.
The
it
little
is
red
very,
and green crystals. They're there.
It's very cinnamon forward for sure, which is the cornerstone of a Snickerdoodle. Snickerdoodle also sort of has that, we like to have the pillowy texture with a little butteriness in it. This doesn't quite have that because it's an Oreo.
Yeah.
But as a special edition Oreo, I would buy this during the holidays and not have a problem with it. So it's a scope dope for me as well.
This is not better than a standard Oreo.
I agree.
As a seasonal diversion from the normal fare, this is excellent. This gives you everything you want. I mean, you get a nice variation on the cookie, which is nice and crispy. The cream is delicious. I'm getting the sugar crystals. They're a nice little pop of delight. This is a dope. There's no question. I mean, I'm not beside myself like I was for the snowball, but this is This is excellent.
You're not kicking regular Oreo out of the bed for this, but it is still worth trying.
If the bag were open and there were no consequences to my actions, the entire bag would disappear in minutes.
Gotcha.
Less than 60 minutes would have elapsed between opening of bag and consumption of said product. But
go ahead, Adam.
Nabisco, stop being cowards. Next year, rum chata Oreo. We're halfway there with this.
Let's do
rum
it.
Chata Oreo.
What about a collab with Hormel and doing spam Oreo?
Ooh, there we go.
Next week.
Next week.
Dear listener.
Studio audience, quickly, did you like this?
Yeah, scoped up.
We are 50-50, half and half. 4 up, 4 down.
What's your observation?
Wow.
So who feels stronger about it either way? You got to give us one way or another.
Anybody feel stronger about it?
It was bad.
I don't think we felt super. Even the people who liked it felt it was like not necessary. I guess.
Yeah, Audrey really liked it.
That's my girl.
Sure, what I thought it smelled like.
She
it's
has,
not appropriate.
yeah, she has an inappropriate smell for it. I'll tell you when I get home.
Well, what could that be?
I mean, she said it in front of all the children.
It wasn't that.
So am I to understand that some people in the room actually disliked this cookie?
Yeah. 4 people.
I thought it was only 3.
Shocking. I'm utterly shocked by this.
Now, what's going on in that place?
Wow.
Is there a gas leak?
Yeah, are you suffering from radon poisoning over there? What's going on?
Is it the young people who can't drink the seltzer? Because that's making everything taste good.
Yeah, we totally didn't drink this.
No, they didn't have any seltzer.
All right. Calm down, everybody. Calm down here. This is getting way too randy. We are at our last item of the evening, and this is a big one. This is a late addition to the mix. Everybody who listens to the Scope knows that we love to taste test new Mountain Dew flavors, and this year is no exception. We've got 2 new flavors when we only thought we would have one.
Warming up my hands, Shane. You got any sore muscles you need attention? I'm warming them up, just like Mr. Miyagi.
Love it. We've got the Mountain Dew Whiteout flavor. Now, this is not necessarily new to this year. I think it's been around since about 2010 or so, but there was not even a whisper that this was going to be out and available. So I happened to see it in a store, and we sent out our spies to get more bottles, and we have enough for everybody to at least try it. Adam, what is the flavor on this?
Mountain Dew Whiteout, a smooth citrus flavored dew with other natural flavors.
All right. So I don't even know what that means. What's a smooth citrus?
Well, I mean, normal Mountain Dew is citrusy, right? But it's got a bite to it. So I'm expecting it to be
So according to the Mountain Dew Wiki, Whiteout, previously known as flavor number 493, was first in stores in 2010. It is a smooth citrus. They say it's a yuzu lemongrass.
Well, let's smell this.
I'm getting a citrus burst right from the. Oh, wow.
It's very lemony.
This is smooth.
I'd call it a pleasant lemon too.
Yeah.
It's not like floor cleaner lemon. It's edible lemon.
Here we go. Down the hatch, Adam.
Wow, smooth is the right word.
Oh. Okay. I always am shocked when I drink full sugar Mountain Dew because it's never as bitey as the zero sugar variant. It's just very rounded.
I don't know if this is from all of the candy and sugary things we've eaten, but it doesn't taste as cloyingly sweet as other Mountain Dew to me. I think the citrus carries the day. The sweetness is more subdued.
Yeah, I mean, usually if I drink a Mountain Dew, I can taste it like a minute later, let's say. I'm putting this bottle down and it's already out of my mouth.
Yeah, usually it coats and it lingers and it sort of colors your experience for a few minutes.
I mean, I'm getting a lemon, and then I'm also getting a little bit of that super tang that you might get in a grapefruit, like a Fresca. To me, this sort of is in that area. And I don't love Fresca, to be honest with you. But
I love a Fresca.
This is.
How about a Squirt? How about?
I don't like Squirt either. This is like Fresca by half, with a little bit of lemon in there. I don't like this as much as some of the other flavors that we had during Halloween. Like, Adam, you and I really like that orange one, I think.
Yeah, the voodoo, not the voodoo.
Yeah, it was voodoo.
Yeah.
I don't like this as much, but I personally would give this a scope dope for in the spectrum of fancy Mountain Dew flavors. This would be towards the top of that level.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Part of what makes it taste so good, I think, is that these bottles go for about $13 a piece on eBay. So
Really?
it's that high quality Mountain Dew that you're probably tasting.
So we're very special to have this.
Yeah.
Why are we not just making a scope mountain of money by buying and reselling these things? I mean, come on.
I've got about 18 and a half ounces left. I'm going to put this up on eBay and see what I can get.
So, Adam, are you in the scope dope?
Yeah, I mean, this binary system makes it difficult because I would just say it's but I like it more than I don't like it. So
you want to vote third party, don't you?
Ranked choice voting on the scope.
Exactly.
Jared?
I'm gonna go dope. I mean, it's not my favorite Mountain Dew flavor we've had, but it's pleasant. I look forward to this hanging out in my fridge for the next 2.5 months while we slowly drain it.
Hey, man,
I still have orange Mountain Dew in my fridge. So
there's nothing better than a nice flat Mountain Dew. I mean,
it's not super.
That's the only thing better than a carbonated Mountain Dew.
It's not super
delicious.
carbonated to begin with, so it works fine when it's flat.
All right. So, Mandy, thank you for telling her. Thanks for joining us. She is.
Shane says thank you.
She's trying that delicious Oreo snowball. Mandy, good to see you. This is.
I thought you were snuggling. You just wanted to hear Shane. Okay.
Oh, look, I brought romance back into your life. I love it.
It's all it takes.
All
Just
right,
your booming voice through a pair of headphones.
So, Mandy, while you are tasting that, let's go to the studio audience and their opinion on the Mountain Dew, and then we'll get back to the snowball, and then we'll wrap it up.
Oh.
Than?
Yep.
Carmen.
It tasted like.
You get any of this stuff in there?
Yeah.
Cloudy Sprite.
Cloudy Sprite. So is that a dope or a nope, Carmen?
A dope, I think.
Dope. It's a meager dope.
It's
Max didn't like it.
Because it's regular Mountain Dew is gross.
Yeah, I do like it better than regular Mountain Dew.
It's no charged drink you can get at Panera. Am I right, Max?
I've never had
They're talking.
All right.
Does Adam's wife like the giant ball?
We're to find out. Why don't you guys go on mute, and then we'll jump over to Adam and Mandy.
First, we got to wrap up this score with
Yeah, scope
dope. And Mandy, we want to know what you think of this delicious Oreo treat.
It's really good. Why bake for the holidays when you can just buy these?
There we go. It's not too much.
I mean,
Oh.
no. So I just if I had a whole smorgasbord of treats, I think it would be too much. But coming down and getting one, I think it's really good.
Here, you should try this too. This guy.
Oh, look at the. Oh man.
No, it's just gingerbread.
I love it. But I can watch two people in love.
I told them I was worried that you'd say it was too much. This guy.
If you told me to eat that one first, and you gave me one other one, and then I had this, I would be like, that's too much.
I know my wife. You don't want the rest of it?
You mean you know your wife?
We'll be all right.
All right. Thank you, Mandy. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, go.
She's off to watch Below Deck.
You can't do it. Shane said you're off to watch Below Deck, which is a very funny thing to say because it's like one of the few reality shows that Mandy ever watched.
I could tell. So let's do a quick recap. This is very exciting. We taste tested. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10 things, and we have got half scope dopes. Let's start with the Pop-Tart. We love the Pop-Tart. Perfect across the board. We love that new Rolo. Perfect across the board.
Yeah, scope dope.
Oreo Snickerdoodles. The host loved it.
Yeah,
did not.
scope dope.
And Whiteout, a marginal scope dope, but we liked it across the board. The winner with fervor and fun and flair was the Oreo Snowballs. That was the winner.
Yeah, scope dope.
Oh my goodness, I love it. All right, guys, so we did it. Half great, half not so great. What will we think of the next group of foods? We will find out in the next show. Until then, let's take a quick break, and we'll be back with Coming Soon, and Adam shining like he always does, the bright Star in the North that takes us to all things new in pop culture. Take a break. We'll be back with Adam. Bye for now.
There's more of the Scope dead ahead. Under the Scope.
All right, Adam, you're sugared up and ready to go with Coming Soon.
What week is this?
This will be the week of the 16th, right? No.
The week of the 12th, ending in the 16th?
Week of the 12th, yes.
Cool.
Yes.
All right. Well, exciting, because that means that Avatar, The Way of the Water, as we were talking about at the beginning of the show, comes out this week.
Yeah, Jared and I will be first in line to see it.
That's what it sounds like.
Absolutely.
Giovanni Ribisi makes his triumphant return.
Oh.
He was in that?
I've been waiting.
He was in the first one. And,
was he good or bad? I don't even remember.
He was a bad guy. He was like, he's like, cut down all the unobtainium and get me unobtainium.
You know what I remember about Avatar, and I think Jared can back me up on this? For some reason, Sigourney Weaver smoked in that movie. She smoked all the time. Like, why is she smoking? It made no sense, but they made it a point to show her smoking all the time.
Character.
Oh, right.
It's a shorthand for character.
And that's it, guys.
Wow,
that is it.
Nobody wants to go against the juggernaut that is Avatar: Way of the Water.
Is our next episode coming out next week or the week after?
Yes.
Okay.
We're doing back-to-back episodes.
Nothing else is coming out that week? Nothing.
Literally, that's the only thing on here.
Oreo Snowball.
That includes like Netflix and Amazon and Apple and Disney Plus.
A new episode of Willow.
Well, this is movies.
Okay.
At some point, we decided only to do movies. But yes, you're right. A new episode of Willow. The White Lotus will be over by then, I guess. Yeah. So I don't know what else to watch.
Well, I got a list for you.
Oh, good. All right. Music. The week of the 12th.
Puzzles going on.
Guys,
well
this is okay. There's no music coming out, so let's just skip that.
Music is dead.
Yeah, we've been saying it for years. Video games. You know what's not dead, guys? Video games. They keep making money, so they keep making them.
Wow.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, we've got
all right.
Crisis Core, High on Life, The Witcher 3 remake for PS5 and Series X.
They just do a lot of remakes and remasters now, don't they?
It's mostly all they make. Azure Striker Gunvolt 3, obviously that's out.
That's my wife's favorite series of games, by the way. Loves it.
Love 1 and 2. 3 is probably going to be a charmer.
River City Girls 2. It's one of them beat 'em up games. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I was wrong. They did stop making video games because those things I just said are all we've got. So.
Let me ask you this. So we've got The Last of Us TV series coming in January. Is it worth playing the game before the series starts?
The game is great.
Okay.
It's really depressing, but it's great. You should play it.
I have it as part of my...
I have the second. I have not played the second one.
I have the first one as part of my PlayStation Plus subscription. So
I would highly recommend both. I would say you should not play them back to back because the second one, even more depressing than the first one.
Oh yeah, the first one's really depressing, Jared.
But it's a good story.
Good.
If you like a show like that, you would like playing the game like that.
Okay.
Those would have been great to play right at the beginning of COVID.
Incidentally, I think that's when that one came out, right?
I think it did.
I think it's interesting that The Walking Dead completely done, wrapped up, and we've not talked about it at all. We're not going to talk about it now. I just think it's curious. Like the show is ended, 11 season run, whatever, and we didn't say a word about it finishing.
I think that tells you all you need to know. All right, Adam, fantastic job. Jared, let's wrap this show up.
Adam's gone already.
Wow.
Under the Scope.
Jared told me to do OBS. He's trying
to figure it out. This is the part of the show where I work, and Adam takes a break.
Jared's time to shine, Adam.
Finally.
So this is the time where we play your feedback, or we read your feedback, or we listen to your voicemails. And we've got a voicemail.
What?
We've got a voicemail. Are you ready?
Yeah. I have not heard this, so...
You haven't?
No.
Here we go.
Good afternoon. This is Ken, skip of current reigning Richfield Curling Championship team, Cobra Curl, calling in regards to episode 315. Where
he just had to drop that, just so you know. Just had to drop it in.
Seems a bit braggadocious.
Yeah, a little bit.
Invites us to share Halloween costume failures, such
Emily,
as
by the way.
his
It's a Christmas
Star Wars.
episode.
It was our last run of shows. What do you want? He's on top of it.
Now get it together, dude. Get it together.
Wow. We'll let him finish.
Okay.
Debacle as R2-D2, which was enjoyable to listen to. As a 5th grader, my best friend across the street, Blake and I decided we were going to be Siamese twins, which is probably completely inappropriate, but we were 11.
Probably.
I don't know if that excuses it, but we'll allow it.
Should know better.
Yeah.
And his dad, at the time, was the biggest man I'd ever seen or known of. Estimate over 400-pound gentleman.
So my question for Ken, since he's here to represent himself, have you met anyone larger since then?
Oh, good question.
You said it was at the time the largest person you've ever seen. Has that image been surpassed? You don't need to name names. I'm just curious. Yes or no? Have you?
You need to name names, by the way. And
It's still largest. Still by far the largest man I know.
Okay. Still the largest. I mean,
thanks for
that's
coming up to the mic. We appreciate it. Okay, let's keep going.
So we went into his closet and found his biggest pair of pants and suit coat, which we successfully fit in. The waist was not an issue. However, we quickly realized with your feet in one leg pant of a pair of pants, it was more of a shuffling effort that it would take us approximately 7 to 10 minutes between homes to walk. We couldn't coordinate, hopping. Very successful.
Was this like a pair of potato sacks just alternately hopping down the street?
Yeah, it's like
I'm trying to imagine how this is.
It's like the worst 3-legged race ever.
Yeah.
So
that year, gosh, go ahead, hit it.
Well, that's a perfect description. I mean, we fell on the concrete several times.
And you left a 3-minute message and you left that detail out.
Yeah.
All right, back to the call.
Successfully. So after, I think, the second house, we had to, go with a backup plan. Our great plan of Siamese twins was failure. Just to make this the longest message you've ever had, as an adult, a few years ago, I decided to go with a big mustache and a Hawaiian shirt and dress up as Thomas Magnum. And an acquaintance of mine, we'll call him at this point, Brad, he saw me at a party and just lit up. And
Did that name just come to you? Just any old name? I don't know. Brad. We'll just call him Brad.
Brad Smindel.
And I was so excited, that someone was going to know who I was. And he's like, "Oh, that's awesome. I love the Village people." Quickly made me feel not as cool and awesome as Thomas Magnum. But I do appreciate your show, and you're doing a great job. And anyone who's not a Patreon sponsor, I highly recommend it. The privileges, the gifts that are sent at the holidays are wonderful, and it's just the premier club to be a member of. Thanks so much.
All right, there he is, right there.
Wow. Patreon.com/The Scope Show if you want to join. The gifts we send are these episodes that we record and send over the wires.
Great success.
Those are the gifts.
Adam, you've done a Thomas Magnum costume yourself, correct?
That's true. Yeah.
Did you come to our initial Halloween party as Thomas Magnum? Or did that the 80s party? I feel like you might have dressed up as Magnum.
Yeah, I definitely did at Market Watch. So probably that.
That was a pre-scope. That was the beta version of Scope. You were there.
Yep.
As Magnum PI.
We figured out that Shane could host and I could push buttons to make things happen. And then we said, well, let's do a podcast.
And
that's all that is, right?
And then our skills never improved from there. We are exactly the same.
We should go back and review our first episode again at some point. And then we've done it in the past, but it's been a while. Anyway.
Yeah,
we can be like office ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scope.
Well, if you want to be cool like Ken and you want to send us your feedback, you can email us at comments@thescopeshow.com, or maybe, I'm not sure if we've got that email fixed yet. We're always on top of this stuff. Call the voicemail line. I don't know if it is. Anyway, call the voicemail line. That's even better. If you want to exceed the 2 minutes 57 seconds that I chopped 30 seconds out of message that Ken sent us, you can do that at 612-21-SCOPE. That is 612-217-2673. You can follow us on Facebook.
Is it true, Jared, that you chopped out? Did Ken not give every single curling score of the season in that 30 additional 2 minutes?
He did want to go down like end by end each game, and just to point out all of his successes. But honestly, we didn't have time for it, so I had to cut that out.
No, I thought there was not that much success, but
well, yeah. I'm trying to flatter him. He's in the room.
Okay, mute them. I don't want to hear from him. Turn his mic off. Turn his mic off. Okay.
We have a Facebook page. We also have a Twitter, and depending on how you feel about the life of Twitter at this point, I mean, you could follow us, but who knows what's going to happen over there. Those links are on our website at thescopeshow.com, or you can watch us on YouTube. We're recording video during this. You can see us chew food instead of just listening to us chew food. It's very exciting. And I get a little animated sometimes because I like to make it a show. That is youtube.com/thescopeshow. Again, those links on our website. If you'd like to support the show, as I said, patreon.com/thescopeshow for more information. And it's the holiday seasons. If you're shopping at Amazon, make sure you hit that Amazon link, thescopeshow.com/Amazon. Click that link, and magic things happen to our bank account. We don't have a bank account. We just have an affiliate account that Amazon sometimes gives us money. Just do it when you buy gifts at Amazon. That's all I got. Back to you, Shane.
Fantastic. Well, gentlemen, what a great show. Studio audience, fantastic. We hope you can be in on the next show. As we've said before, a whole nother batch of holiday food coming soon. Next week, in fact. So, Jared, let's wrap it up. We'll be back. For Jared and Adam, I'm Shane, and the studio audience. For now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves once again at the end. I hope you've enjoyed our time together. I know I have. Fear not, Scope faithful. Days shall pass as if they were but a moment, and Jared, Adam, and Shane will return with another thrilling episode. Until then, send your comments to comments@thescopeshow.com or leave a voicemail message by dialing
612-21-SCOPE. That's 612-217-2673.
Thanks for listening, faithful fans. This is Tony Partington saying Belle Nuit. Tune in next time to another terrific edition of The Scope.